Hi there, welcome to this unboxing video. Well, this has just turned up. This is Outpost, came with Amazon Prime, ordered it a couple of days ago. When I first got back into gaming, several years ago, this was on the radar, and I just seen it at a great price on Amazon. I've always liked the look of Outpost. It was described, it says Outpost is a reprint of the highly sought after Grail game, originally published in 1991. Stronghold Games edition of this great game contains vastly upgraded components, plus the never before released kicker expansion designed by noted designer Tom Lehman. Plays 2 to 9 players out the box, which I think is fantastic because we do sometimes play with larger player groups, especially like little events we run and stuff. And it clearly says 25 minutes per player, so you can, if you can do the maths there, it'll be fine. And I love the artwork on the box, and there's some similarities to this to some sort of Civ games. It reminds me a little bit of Civilization, the original Civilization, as in the original Civ, how many cities you've got is how many cards you can pick from each round. With this, it's how many factories you've got manned, either with humans or robots. But we'll take a look at it. I looked on Board Game Geek. There's no unboxing video of this, so we're going to unbox it. We're actually going to play it today, this afternoon, at 5 players. And then we'll have a little bit of insight and tack on to the end what we thought of the game as well. So let's get into the box here. It's a slimmer box than your average, say, Fantasy Flight. From the excellent Stronghold games, got a few titles by them. We played, I think it's just about a week ago, I played a 6-player game of Escape from Atlantis by Stronghold. Great game that is, really cutthroat. So let's have a look what we get in the box. Straight away we've got the manual, and it's not too thick, is it? Which is nice. So James Halavati, I would guess. Outpost 20th Anniversary Edition. Love the cool artwork. We've got the object there, components, of which there are many, setup, sequence of play, and then the core rules there of the game, and then about the kicker expansion. Then Stronghold, some other games there. Love Survive, like I say, we played that just recently. And I'm quite interested in Core Worlds as well, but I believe you have to have the first expansion of that to really make that game shine. So that's the rule book. So we come to counter sheet here. Now what I like about this, straight away, I clip my counters. I've got a proper clipper, and this one's already rounded, isn't it? All the counters are perfectly rounded, so there's no clipping of counters needed to be done here. I wish some of the war game people would do the counters like this already pre-rounded. You know, it is quite satisfying rounding counters though. So this is punch board 4 of 4, and there's a ton of these little tokens, isn't there? I love this mustardy colour here for the humans. So look, there we go, and they got the robots, I guess, on the back, isn't it? That's what I'm thinking they are. Then we've got the factories here, titanium, some research, some more factories, and the water ones, and these upgraded ones here. Microbiotics, I think that says. Okay, so that's the first punch sheet, I should say, and they're coming out nice and easy, these tokens, which is nice, isn't it? Because they're going to be punched nice and easy. Got a little Stronghold token there. Why not? Got some nice moon ore. I love the components of this. So some great counter sheets. Plenty of counters. Going to be nice and satisfying to punch these in a minute. And I'm going to get the game set up, ready to play. It says punch board 4 of 4. There should be 9 of these, 1 for each player. They're decent thickness. I do like them. I think I'm going to corner around the corners of these. What I do when I get any boards like this, because little corners get knocked and stuff, plus it looks a lot better. Just use my corner rounder. And, you know, right, hang on one sec. Thicker than you first think, but I know I can do these because I've done thicker. There we go, there's one. I do it with all my sheets like this. There we go. So as you can see, now we have nice rounded corners. That's it. So it should be 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. For up to 9 players. I'm determined we'll get to play this at 9 players at some point as well. So we got the 3 dice. There's a D4, isn't there? Yeah, there's the D4. I like them triangular ones. And is this a D8? A D10, sorry, is it? Is it 10 it goes up to? No, it's 11. It's a D12. It's a D12. And this is a D9 by the looks of it. Yeah. So there's the dice there for selecting the card decks once certain parameters have been met. We got the large deck of cards here. Let's have a look at these. What are the quality like? Plastic coated, smooth finish, decent cards, I would say. So these are the cards that are going to get auctioned off, and they just basically let you do extra cool stuff. Larger hand sizes. Well, that one's the hand size. All sorts of different things. Oh, get the upgraded counters and things. There we go. So plenty of them, and they'll be in the blue. Yeah, I think the colours will decide. You put the piles out. Then we got these little cards. Depending on, these are more like the currency in the game for bidding and buying tech, factories and robots and what have you. And these are just all the nice little cards. There we go, there's one deck. Plenty of them. I do like these smaller cards. You definitely see why they need to be this size. All the information's clearly on them. Quite large as well, and table space, isn't it? So there we go. And the third one, just so we finish off this unboxing. New chemicals. Really like the look of these, and you've got your water. I'm really looking forward to playing this game. Never played it before, but it's been on my radar for many years. So there we go. That's Outpost unboxed. Right after this will be some. We're going to play a game, and we'll see what people think about it. There'll be 5 people playing this afternoon, so can't wait for that. But so far, that's Outpost. Thanks for watching. We've just finished the game of Outpost, 5-player. It arrived today, and we played it today. That's the best way of doing a board game. Charlie's finding this really funny. In fact, he can find it funny because Charlie won. He actually got, how many points did you get, Charlie?
78.
78 points, triggering the end of the game at that round. Charlie won. Paul came second with how many points, Paul?
52.
52, bit of a difference there. And then Les came third with 44. I came fourth with 42.
I came last.
Yeah, Donna came last with 30 something, wasn't you? 30, where are you?
37.
37. Came last. But thoroughly enjoyed it. I think it'll be tighter next time. And I also think next time we'll use the expansion kicker cards. They are there somewhere, because they look quite good. They give you access to these dark green factories. Really enjoyed it. The handing out the cards reminds me of Civilization, the Avalon Hill game Civilization. In Civ you get it for how many cities you own. In this game it's for the factories producing, isn't it? It seems like a very similar mechanism, that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But other than that, there is no similarities. It's totally different. The math, some people were struggling a little bit near the end, weren't they? But only a little bit. I didn't find the math a problem at all, did you?
No.
Because it's just simply adding, mainly, isn't it? So, yeah, so that was good. Love the production value. Actually really enjoy the game. Good Sunday game to play. I'd definitely sit down 100% and play this at the full 9-player count. Because even when it's not your go, you're not just sat there waiting for your turn, because often people are bidding for these fantastic card upgrades, and on your turn you're involved in that, and you may actually buy it on your turn. Your points are going to change by buying the card and doing the stuff on the card. So I'd say even when it's not your turn, you're still involved very much so in the game. Yeah, really enjoyed it. Charles, what did you think?
It was good.
It was good?
Yeah.
That's as good as we're going to get from Charles. Paul?
Very enjoyable.
Very enjoyable. Les?
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, great. That's even better still. We'll just find out what Donna thinks about it. What did you think about the game?
I thought it was really good. Give it an 8.5.
She always likes to go 8.5. I'd actually agree with that. On my first playthrough of this game, I think it's a game I really like to play. It's a bit more accessible than Civilization because the time it takes is a lot less than Civilization. And I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. I think it's a brilliant game. And really pleased that it plays up to 9 players because that it lends itself to playing with the larger player counts. Paul, any initial ratings on 10, would you say, after you're playing it for a few hours?
About an 8. So
Paul gives it an 8. Les?
Right, an 8.
An 8. Charles, out of 10?
8.
Charles gives it an 8. So we've ranged from, was that 3 8s and 2 8.5s? Awesome. Thanks for watching. Thumbs up, Donna says. Thank you very much for watching. Brilliant game.